The private sector procurement. We talked about public sector, now private sector. The private sector, you know, that this here says establish the Archon scale as the objective baseline, which I've been talking about since. All right? And then pivot to a hybrid model. I talked about the fact that you can use hybrid models depending on the client, what they want, how you want to approach the discussion and the negotiation. There will be negotiations. So you can pivot to the other, you know, whichever mix of charging modes, because it's not like you're not, the BPP is not involved. There is no law telling you that this is the way you must go. All right? So essentially, the private sector practice requires value-based negotiation. The first step will be to move the client's focus away from what does a set of drawings cost? Move them to what business or problem are we solving? Your problem solvers for the client. He has a plot. He wants to get 500 shops. He doesn't know how to. You know how to. All the shops like facing the streets, or at least having some kind of interface with the public. That's the kind of things we do, right? So you have to convince the client that you're not just giving him drawing. You're solving problems for him. He has a tight spot. He wants 6 bedrooms. And you're using your brain to determine how to put 6 bedrooms on that plot. Then the next, you have to get the clients that do not understand the Archon conditions or the sheer volume of work. You have to make them understand the volume of work involved and visually map out the phases of services for them. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do that. Subsoil investigation, site analysis, climatic analysis and all whatnot. We do all that as we design, but it's not visible. Am I right to say that? You do all that kind of analysis before you actually finalize the design. You put sun shading and everything. If he gets a poor architect or somebody who doesn't know, he's not going to get quality in his building. The third stage is to articulate how superior design and documentation reduce contractor errors, lower life cycle maintenance costs, and increase asset yield. For example, if they're doing a commercial development, if there's high maintenance, right, he's losing money. If the design doesn't attract customers, for example, when you're doing all these plazas, he's also losing money. He's sinking money and not getting back anything. So you have to actually engage with the clients and make them understand those things that you're bringing to the table. Okay? So this is all about the client, private client thing. The client needs, in the public sector, you go through expression of interest, the quality-based selection.